Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks, and today I'm going to be playing the best tier 10 light tank in the game live without the benefit of cherry picking games for YouTube. So without further ado, what is it? So via raw win ratio it is the Manticore, and with regards to win ratio difference it is the Manticore, which is 0.7% better than the T100 LT. So the Manticore, why is this thing so good inside World of Tanks? It's because of this obscene camo rating that this vehicle gets. I have 54% camo rating while moving in this tank. If that is not overkill, I don't know what is. So without further ado, let's jump in with the Manticore. This thing, it has great base view range of 400. Not nearly as good as like the Rheinmetall or the Sheridan within that regard, but it's still good. It's still good, right? And so I can just out-scout everything, or at least I hope I can. But when there's a Manticore versus a Manticore, then it's going to be a little bit tricky. Okay, that 54% base camo is kind of overkill when I'm sitting in a bush. When I'm sitting in a bush, they will have to pretty much proxy spot me as soon as you get to above like 50% camo inside World of Tanks. Vision system changes it a little bit. But if I'm in multiple rows of bushes, it's going to be proxy spotting city in World of Tanks. All right, so on this map, I am going to spot the south. There's a few ways that I could be able to spot the south. One is I could go along here on the inside and just spot across. No. We have to secure the corner of the map. Win the corner, friends. That's what we're going to do. We have to secure the corner of this map. Now, I've actually taken a week off World of Tanks, so I haven't actually played a game of World of Tanks in many, many days. So if this gets a little bit ugly, I'm not going to apologize because I needed some time off. I played the entirety of the maneuvers event. I got a tank for free. Yes, I haven't decided which one exactly I want to get yet, but when I return to streaming tomorrow, I will not choose. I'm gonna wait till Wednesday to choose a tank, I believe. Okay, hopefully I didn't knock down that tree. We're going to go up in towards this bush, turn around a little bit. There's the Manticore. Okay, he doesn't have field mods, but he proxy spotted me there. Okay, I feel like I've got to take my chances to outplay this guy here. Bit awkward, because I don't have the gun rammer. But hopefully I can get him to start panicking and running away. That's what my goal is. I could try and drop back there, and I could have the bushes. He's probably going to be trying to proxy spot me. I'm actually using designated target here, which will keep him lit up for an extra amount of time. Hopefully, yeah, we're going to catch him as he's making his way there. And we're going to hit him. I don't think he might not even spot me there. Oh, let's go. If I can get this Manticore out, this is going to be a juicy game. And this is quite often what your like light tank duels are. They're basically just... Okay, I'm going to tell you that was completely pay to win. And I'll explain it. For all of you hardcore players out there who have good amounts of credits, so I have designated target. And I have a designated target directive that you can see here. That doubles the duration that my designated target works, meaning that I keep that guy lit up for 14 or 14 and a half seconds rather than the 12 that I would do naturally. And so I basically use the timing of my reload, which is 13 seconds, to know when I'm no longer going to be spotted by him, but he's going to be spotted by me, unless he has the same pay-to-win build that I have. Now, this is going to cost me 18,000 credits a game. It's expensive. It's an expensive way to play World of Tanks. But when you're playing, like, the best light tank in the game, you know, why aren't you, right? I can't take the credits with me, but when I'm playing the creme de la creme of the most competitive lights, I feel like it's my duty to be able to spend as much as I need to be able to give myself the advantage. And in that situation, if I didn't have that directive, I would have probably not been able to catch that Manticore there. And that's just World of Tanks. I got to be really careful here. I'm going to get dumped from above. But I'm actually 55 meters away. He didn't see me. He didn't see me until I fired, boys and girls. You know, that's what I said about having 50% camo rating inside World of Tanks. Talk about didn't see him. There's a blooming T110E4 over there. When he turns... I thought I could be able to get him, but I couldn't. I just don't want to get caught by this bat chat right now, especially if they've got some big TD over there. I do want to spot this E4, though. Oh, he'll definitely see me. And I actually see the E4 as well. So hopefully my team will start dumping him. Nice. Now I've got communications expert. That will help a little bit. Bit risky to sit here, but I get the damage in. And yeah, this is basically just God tier scout. There aren't many light tanks, which I definitely would recommend using kind of like the Bond optics and the exhaust and the vision system on, but this is definitely one of them. I've got to be a little bit careful here. Dudes, am I proxy spotted? I'm not. Please kill him, E50. Please kill him, E50. Please get the batch out, and then I can start to do my work. I probably should have shot this Panzer 7. I still can, actually, if I can get the shot in through. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, let's get this E4 out now. He won't see me if I use this bush. Good, good, good. This game is going to be so close. This game is going to be so close. So yeah, basically Manticore, you can see them and they can't see you. And look at that, with that bond optics and the vision system, you just see people through bushes if they have bad camo. It doesn't matter how many bushes there are, you just see them. Now, like, here's the thing, you can do this across all of your light tanks, but across other light tanks, I don't feel like I am a pure scout the whole time, if that makes sense. I feel like on other light tanks quite often I have to do a lot more damage, or that I'm going to get some value out of the vents. Talk about value. I tell you what, I'm not going to get value with all those walls that guy has there. I'm actually going to have to drop back. That's a K91 in the corner. That thing's got 50% camo rating when it's sitting still. So it's kind of like a 50-50 as well I can get him. But if I drop back and I go up here, we have to get that K91 out. If I don't get that K91 out, he's going to spot my friends and it'll be over. Either that or I try and get like the WZ towards the center right now. Bit risky here if I fire, but this game's done if I don't, you know? I want to get that K91 out, but I can't really go after him. I'm hoping he's going to make a mistake in the corner. Unfortunately, I don't have elevation over the back of my tank, so I have to turn my front towards the ST2 here. I'm going to switch out to a gold round here against this ST2 because I might only have one shot. But you lose a lot of penetration over distance in your lights. Good, that's another tank that's dealt with cleanly. This game is so close. I'd love this K91 to make a mistake. I'm honestly thinking about sweeping back and going after maybe like the center here instead. You know what? I'm not going to dig the K91 out from here, but maybe if I like go up around here, I can actually still spot the K91 and the 260 from the center. I'm going to tell this guy to fall back. I can't dig out the K91. Not right now. There he is. There he is. There he is. I think I've got to try and spot through the center. I think that's my play right now, is to try and spot through the center. Unfortunately, it's just not working out for us. 60 TP just got a frag over there. Hopefully I can see some... Oh, there's some Foch. He's actually low on health. There's a chance. 2 Foches. All right, which one shall I destroy? I'll put that one down to low health so my friend kills him. Cool. I actually got spotted there, so I've got to watch out that the 260 doesn't rush me. And clearly there's a 60 TP. That is in our base, but how healthy the 60 TP is another question. That K91 actually lost quite a few hit points. Can't quite get that Foch. I got to make sure the 260 doesn't go for the cap right now. He could be going for the cap. There's a lovely bush here that you can use to be able to still spot up through the center. I quite often get a lot of spots from this position. Nothing here though. Okay, I should be able to just mosey on my way through here, and I'll see this 60. The only problem is that he will absolutely dump me. He's behind the house a little bit. Okay, there's an interrupt. That's good. I got spotted though. K91 260s towards the mid. I think I might go back and flank the 260 from the side over here. Maybe I can get the 60 TP. I've got to be careful. That 60 TP can kill me in a single shot. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Good. Hopefully he panics. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see if we can get the 260 now. The K91 will be pushing over the center. Shall I go in and assassinate the 260 and just get him out the game right now? Or shall I still continue to play long range? It's really hard to say. I'm wondering where they think I am after I killed the 60 TP, whether I was above or whether I was down towards the southeast. I'm going to hunt the center now and see if I can go after this Foch, I believe. I should maybe be trying to help out the E50 though right now. It's hard to say, right? Okay, I think the E50 can duel the K91. I think he can duel him. I just got to be careful that the 260... Actually, you know what? I'm going to go after the 260 now because I think the 260 is going to go towards this edge of the building to shoot the E50M. I think he's going to... He was exactly where I said he would be. Did I get spotted? I can hit this guy through the walls. I just got to try and find the shot. He's right about there through those walls. There we go. Okay. I got the kill. Now the question is do I wait for them to try and cap? I wonder where the Foch is. Don't want to knock over any trees right now. It'd make things a little bit obvious, wouldn't it? I don't know how much health the K91 was on. I've got 3 APCR shells. I've got 2 APCR shells. Oh my god, he's in the cap circle. Well, you know, that's just playing live for YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Starting off this live YouTube video with 8,000 combined. Let's go. I have to admit, after the T54 lightweight really didn't go my way, the last playing video, I'm happy. Well, it doesn't look like you need to play World of Tanks every single day of your life to stay fresh inside the game. Just don't play World of Tanks pretty much all week. I've had a whole week off World of Tanks. You can see I'm even losing my personal reserves because I'm not playing. But let's start today with an ace tanker for the Manticore for 8,000 combined. I had to hit 15 out of 16 shots. Great game there. That 260, 9,000 damage. Congratulations to you on that monster game, but also enjoy the loss that goes along with it. I'm really happy with the way that I read that battle, especially the confidence to go after the 260 there, knowing that he'd be shooting at my E50M. Sometimes it's not enough to just be the god tier scout with regards to spotting for your team. You also have to finish number 1 on damage as well. Well, okay, you might as well turn the YouTube video off now. I really don't think it's going to get any better than that. But you know what? I should just probably say here, that's the Manticore, ladies and gents. But yeah, I'd like to clarify that all of that stemmed from my directive use. There's no other way to say it. I spent 18,000 credits to have better spotting than the enemy Manticore. And also, you know, I've got my bond exhaust because I played, I got champion rank on my main account and gold rank on my free-to-play account inside Onslaught. So I literally just have like 1% extra camo than he could possibly have. And if he doesn't have bounty equipment, I got like 2 or 3%. So I can just outspot the Manticore there. But look, irrelevant of having the bond equipment, irrelevant of having all of those advantages, one thing that everyone can do, if you have the credits and just go play a few more games of one of your tier 8 premiums, I guess, to be able to afford it, is that directive. Get your designated target up to 100% and then use the directive, and it will mean that you spot a lot. Oh, I'm talk about spot a lot. I don't think I'm going to be spotting a lot in this game. Gorilla just absolutely chonked. Oh no! Oh god, they all hit me, every single one of them, and I get killed by one of the new Clan Wars reward tank. Well, yeah. I think we went from hero to zero here. So while that battle is ending, let me go into great detail, as this is kind of the ultimate light tank that I'm playing today, of that extra spotting duration. Okay, so designated target is one of the most important skills for a light tank. It's actually a gunner skill. It's not a radio operator skill. It's not a commander skill. And it increases the time that your opponents are spotted if you keep your gun pointed in their direction. I think it's plus or minus 5 or 10% degrees. So you physically have to keep your gun, your aiming reticle, towards the enemy tank that you want to keep spotted for that additional time. Now, on my Tessac, it's 2.69 extra seconds base. Now, that is affected by crew skills. So, for example, the Buchti and also the vent on this tank, those are going to be increasing that duration. Yeah, that's right. The vents will be keeping your opponents spotted for longer because of the crew skill increase. So will things like Brothers in Arms. Now, when you combine this with the directive, it doubles that effect and also still takes into account the crew skill. So this means that becomes 5.38 seconds extra that you are spotting your opponents. So that now means that unless they have a crew skill to be able to counter that, of which there is now one on your commander, called jamming, that they are going to be spotted for 15.38 seconds. So from what we did to the earlier Manticore in the video, by using that directive, of which it costs 20,000 if you buy them individually, but what you can do is you could go into the store and then you can go to the service tab here. I guess I can move myself over here to be easier for you. Click the service tab, click directives, and then you can actually buy them in bundles. Now this will save you 10%. You'll have to spend 1.8 million, but you'll get 100 of them. So that saves you 2 1,000 credits per game, which can make a big difference over a large number of battles. So well played to the enemy Rheinmetall Panzerwagen and that Griller. Some great marksmanship by that Griller there to be able to shut me down early on in the battle. The Rheinmetall got 5,000 spotting before they were shut down, which is significantly better than the 400 that I did. We literally went from hero to zero, but it was a really good opportunity to be able to explain to you just how important designated target is on your light tanks, and how important that directive is. Let me clarify, there's nothing stopping you doing that on your mediums as well. In fact, when I'm really sweating and trying to get my 3rd mark of excellence on medium tanks, I take a designated target build as well with a directive along with the vision system and exhaust and usually vents on a medium tank to really be able to keep my opponents lit up a little bit longer. So what a shame that we got caught on that highway map. We were trying to make a play into one of the bushes because the Manticore is very small, and if I can get into one of those bushes, then it's very oppressive and our opponents won't be able to really stop us. Unfortunately, however, I got caught in getting into position, and that's really the problem with the Manticore, is that it's not fast. And sure, when you get one of the field mods and you get engineer on your driver, it can go at about 71, but other light tanks are faster. And so while it is the most sneaky, it can sometimes get caught with its hand in the cookie jar getting into position, just like you saw me in that previous battle. All right, hopefully we can catch the RHM, who's likely to be in one of these bushes. Probably right there, I'd say, the RHM. Maybe slightly over, actually. Looks like the rock is there. Yeah, he's probably sitting right in that position there. I'd be very surprised. This bush is very sus. I wouldn't be surprised if they do end up blind firing me here. There's other positions the Rheinmetall could be. Sometimes starting over there, sometimes like starting towards that area where you see the Borask. Alternatively, they can try and make really bold plays across the middle, either like here or here. But yeah, I'm not sure they're going to be doing that on this map, and I should have been able to spot them if they were doing that. So when you're playing your light tanks, it's all about trying to... Wow. But to not be the RHM, apparently. That's what you should not be, is the RHM, apparently. No. When you're playing your light tanks, it's all about trying to figure out where the enemy light tanks are. And that one nearly snuck up on me there, didn't he? He nearly got a bit of a sneaky. If you can try and figure out where the enemy light tank is, then you can position yourself to not get spotted and to be able to spot him. And then once you do that, then eventually you should have the advantage. I'm going to switch out to one of my HE shells. He should go forwards, I think. I just wanted to wait until he starts moving because it makes it more reliable. There's another arty as well. Yeah, hopefully my arty hits their arty. Are they going to try and run? If they do, I should be able to get them. Second HE shell. Don't want to get caught vision-wise up here. There's a Griller. I'm still going to go for the kill on this arty, I think. There we go. Oh! Both piggies dead! Oh, my team's going to be happy. And so, yeah, basically, once you've got the enemy light tank out, then you are the master of vision. Oui. There's not much opportunity for the enemy to be able to outplay you with regards to vision. So I'm going to make a play up here first that Hori won't spot me. He's like only 250 meters away from me, but he won't see me. You really have to have hyper vision to be able to deal with it. In fact, I was kind of surprised that the RHM was able to even get me previously. Yeah, that Hori is getting dealt with, though, poor guy. I might shoot this leopard from back here. Free damage. Oof. Well, I thought it was free damage, but actually, it wasn't. It wasn't, old sport. Hori's gone. Leopard is hemorrhaging their hit points post-haste. But yeah, basically, get the enemy light tank out and snowball the game. That should be your job in every light tank, and it's definitely your job in the Manticore as well. I guess the real challenge in the Manticore is... Woo! The real challenge in the Manticore is trying to do well on those maps which aren't Prokhorovka and aren't Malinovka, you know? Why did I have to low roll that? Can my team come and help me, please? Good. Doing well on the maps that aren't Prokhorovka and aren't Malinovka. That's the tricky thing. Oh no, I might get HE'd here. I'm okay. That's the tough part of this vehicle. And if you want to get your third mark of excellence, of which I haven't on this tank, it's definitely, I think it's one of, if not the hardest tanks to get your marks of excellence in. I've got a lot of practice in this vehicle before I'll get my mark of excellence one day. It was a very challenging 3-mark, this one, and it can be quite map dependent. But now that I have the vehicle set up to the max, I guess I've got more chance than ever of being able to 3-mark this vehicle. Is that Boras just going to go in? He could get 2-shot. I guess he won't get 2-shot if the E75 and the Gorilla are looking other ways, right? Who should I shoot here? Is the Gorilla looking at me? No. Bad boy. That's a bad grill friend. That's a bad grill friend. Bad grill friend. Should I give this guy the old Manticore side hug? I'm not sure if he can even depress the gun enough there. Has he just given up? But yeah, when you're such a little tank, you can literally just get underneath people's gun barrels like that. The good old Christian side hug. Okay, so a better game, you know, 4,600 combined. Definitely better. So we've gone hero to zero to, like, I don't know, side character. Like, not even a cameo. It's not like I'm famous in the Manticore or anything. Just an extra, I guess. But still not bad to be able to finish kind of like third on damage there. Got the scout medal as well, and I have to admit, when you get both of the enemy artillery out, I'm pretty sure your team just play better. Not only because they just don't have to deal with any stunning anymore, but also because I think they get like a morale boost. Oh man, talk about a morale boost. I have no bloomin' idea how I'm going to play this map. This is one of those maps that's really tough for a Manticore. Like, I could try and go into the bushes along here and try and spot these tank destroyers, but I think I can do that later on. I'm going to switch out my build. I'm going to go for a gun rammer, exhaust, and vents here. And that should help me. I'm thinking about taking a few extra gold rounds this game as well, because there are some meaty tanks on the enemy team. I should be okay. No extra gold. All right, let's try and contest the middle of the map, I guess. The Manticore isn't really the kind of tank that you want to just jump in. It's kind of like jumping into a bath when you don't know how hot it is. It's usually always a bad outcome, right? But then again, like, what else is there for me to be able to do? Oh, also, by the way, I didn't give the mention of I'm wearing glasses, yes. The last 3 playing videos, I'm wearing glasses, yes. I'm wearing glasses. I'm 37 years old. My right eye is a little bit worse than it used to be, and it causes me a little bit of strain when I'm looking at text for long periods. So I have glasses for when I'm on the computer, which have actually been really helping, I feel. Really helping. So if any of you, like, think you need glasses, but you haven't actually bothered to take the plunge, so to say, would definitely recommend it. One of the best decisions I made was actually was going to an optician and getting that all sorted. Talk about sorted. I'm not going to be sorted if that guy comes after me. If he's got HE shells, he's going to absolutely raid my hit points. Unless he's a bit of a tourist, I guess. Dude, I've got to turn this tank around. I've got to turn this tank around. I think I'm just going to get out here and hope the 113 sucks. Alright, Mr. 113. God, I'm spotting that conqueror at the back, even without the coated optics. Hopefully he doesn't respot me here, otherwise I'm going to lose a huge amount of hit points, I think, from the side. I'm actually okay. I'm going to go back up the center and help out this guy. I'm going to go help this guy out. Nice, I just got that 113 to just go on a magical, mystical goose chase. And now I'm right back where I want to be, aka behind this IS-7. Tracking him, locking him in place, getting him out the game. Nice 600 assistance. Now the 113's in the awkward position, right? All right, good stuff. Yeah, that gun rammer definitely paid off here, boys and girls, didn't it? If I didn't have that gun rammer, I wouldn't have been able to catch that Tessac nearly so quickly. So it definitely shows you it's worth having 2 builds on the Manticore. I want to go spot those FV405s again. If I spot those FV405s, my team, it's going to be huge spotting. And while I'm not exactly actively trying to get my marks... marks of excellence right now, I feel like the idea of spotting those guys is still useful for my team, right? Where the hell are they? Oh, one of them went back? Okay. That 113, he annoyed me. I can knock down this wall, actually. Oh, never mind. Knock him back to the garage, boys and girls. Knock him back to the garage. Oh, there's the FE405. Pew! I've got mixed tracking and spotting now. Manticore really does very badly on these slopes. I'm actually going to go backwards here. Uh-oh. I think I'll have to input, like, an ad. right now. Make some of that filthy holiday money that you can as a YouTuber, right? Maybe an ad just for my bad driving. Hey, man, 100,000 games played in World of Tanks, and I'm still not actually good at bloody driving, right? You think you're QB, you think you'd be good at driving after you've played this game of about 120,000 battles spread across both of your accounts, right? Yeah. Better at having fun, at least occasionally, than I am at this. I might actually go for the tracking here if I can. From a mark's perspective, tracking would give me more than spotting right now, because I got 600 extra earlier. But nah, there's no tracking to be had anymore. Boop. Let's boop him. Got you, my friend. We did it. Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, ba-doop, boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, ba-doop. Oh. Thanks, EBR. Thanks, EBR. I really needed you to do that. To be fair, I should just been watching where I was shooting, right? Oh, automatic fire extinguisher at the end of the game. Well, that's not what you want to see, right? You don't want to see the minus 10,000 credits. No, definitely not. So, what did we have? 3,900 combined or something? It's not a great game, but that's not a great map for a Manticore. You know, not really too much opportunity. Plus, we had a very angry Tessac, and we had a very angry 113 as well. But yeah, we got through our situation. All right, you know what? These games have been so quick. I think I've got time for one more. Yeah, 4th on damage, 3rd on XP. It really shows you the Manticore actually gets a surprising amount of damage out. Not a lot of people respect the Manticore's damage. And it's got 390 alpha. And here's the thing, if you have to hide to get respotted, then that's all that matters. It doesn't matter that it has tragic damage per minute, 1,600. I mean, it kind of mattered when the Tessac was nearly running me down, right? But what I never really... It took me years to actually realize this, that the sweet spot for reloading in World of Tanks is about 10 to 13 seconds. Because you have to stay hidden for 10 seconds anyway, right? I mean, you don't if you're in close quarters situation, but so many fights in World of Tanks are like, go up into a bush, fire, fall back behind the ridge, wait to be unspotted, go back up in the bush, fire, blah, 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 rinse and repeat. And so if you've got like a 5-second reload on, say, an Object 140, you can't really use it. And I'd rather be in something like a Leopard. You know what? I'd rather be even in a concept. Because if I'm in a concept, at least then I can... Oh, hello. Please get that Griller. Please get that Griller. At least if I'm in a concept, I can actually hide and reload. Oh, no, that Tessac has definitely seen me here. Tessac's definitely seen me. At least I got 700 assistance on him. So yeah, that's how I feel. That quite often tanks like that... Oh, that is just the directive there. I wonder if the Tessac will realize where I am in this bush. He might do. Maybe he won't. Maybe he will. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'd rather be in a concept, because my concept takes like 10-12 seconds to reload, but it's got 430 alpha. So my concept's probably going to be better in that kind of a situation than an Object 140. Because I got the better alpha. 320 alpha, but you have to hide anyway. So it's something that I've been toying around with gun rammer builds as well on medium tanks. But quite often vehicles dropping a gun rammer for a vision build on a medium tank on a map that basically doesn't have so much of the close quarters combat can be very decent. For the same reason... It's kind of greedy to shoot there, but I want to get a shot in. For the same reason that quite often I like to drop rammers on the heavies, but that's probably because more that they just need turbos, whereas you never put a turbo on a Manticore, I don't think. You have to be an absolute epic mad lad to want to do that. Talk about epic mad lad. Am I going to get spotted if I go this way? Who spotted me there? It's an E50M behind me. Would you believe it? An E50M. An absolute scallywag. Making his way up there. I can't actually elevate my gun enough to get him unless no, I can't. I'd have to, like, go back up this slope, but then I'd get spotted. And that's bad. That's really bad. Oh my god, he didn't see me? Jeez Louise, that's insane. That's actually insane. I thought, like, have to fire, have to go for this, and the guy just doesn't see me. Well, welcome to 54% camo. Is he gonna have figured this out? Let's see if he figures this out. Or is he's looking at the 60, right? He hasn't figured it out. Hopefully he'll drive out in front of my STRV or something. I don't think he realizes. That guy's got 2 marks on his Tessac. He's probably sweating to try and get his 3rd. Getting my 3rd mark on the Tessac was definitely one of the most fun tanks to do it on. It was actually a really fun 3 mark. I have to keep pumping out these masterclass videos like I have done the last couple of days. Although the masterclass on the 7.52 was a different kind of scenario. I'd like to actually address some of the YouTube comments in this video from yesterday. Holy crap, I definitely got quite triggered by a bunch of absolute tinfoil hat donkeys. That's all I'm going to say, boys and girls. Tinfoil hat donkeys. Some people were like, oh, this is a sales video from Wargaming. Bro, I don't make any money from Wargaming if you go and buy tanks. The only way that I make money from my YouTube videos are the adverts that are rolled. So thank you very much to anyone who does put up with the adverts on YouTube. The thing is that I feel that my longevity in World of Tanks is down to people hopefully feeling that the information that I provide, as well as also sometimes the entertainment, right, is the value. If I go and call this tank OP, and it's kind of like not, then I'll disappoint people if they go and purchase it, right? And likewise, that if I say that a tank is tragic and it's actually very good, then they don't buy it, and then they find out like a month later that it's actually insane and they didn't buy it, then they're going to be disappointed as well. My job is to try and give as realistic idea of the vehicles as possible, while also still being entertaining at the same time, right? And I have to admit, I did get rather irritated. You think, like, sitting down and making a 20-minute YouTube video, which takes a substantially longer amount of time than that, having all of that footage in the 7.52, and jumping and making it as quickly as possible after I see what Wargaming is selling to hopefully make relevant content that can help you to make decisions. I can understand from players' perspective that my opinion on the 7.52 yesterday was favorable, and that's because it's a very good tank. And unfortunately, if you're not doing well in it, no offense, but it's a huge skill issue. And that's why I made that video yesterday, that masterclass video, to help you. And if you have one lying around in your garage from last year's holiday ops, and you haven't purchased it, I would thoroughly recommend giving it a go. I would thoroughly recommend giving it a go, because it's an outrageously good tank, and I think he will do very well in the vehicle. Alright, this Foch is making his way. These mediums are making their way as well. Haven't really had a very good game so far here, but let's see if we can get it started with a shot on him. Those TDs will turn round, autoloaders will turn round, but that's okay. The Foch won't turn, and now we get to farm. Just try and keep spotting these guys, punishing them. Got to try and get into a position where I can use this tree to protect me from the TVP while also still spotting the Foch. Got a communications expert there. Shoot the Foch again. And then it's going to be artillery. It's going to be artillery o'clock. That STRV is going to kill the Foch. Don't have to aim at him. I'll aim at the TVP instead. Wow, bad shot. Alright, let's go load HE and go after the RT now. There's also a 430U who hasn't been spotted the whole game. Do you think he's AFK? So yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest, really. That, like, I know I shouldn't really react to people being stupid, but honestly, anyone who thinks that I, like, benefit from saying that this tank is good, you might want to actually consider investing your time in it. Like, I don't do this. I don't own shares of freaking Wargaming or anything like that. Oh, I can't believe I failed to pen that shot. I don't make any money from you purchasing things in the shop unless I explicitly state it. The QB Commanders, yeah, I make a whopping I make a whopping amount from the QB Commanders. I got, whoa, a huge 10% from the QB Commander sales. Yeah. I'm just here to try and help all of you to make the best decisions that you can inside World of Tanks, so that hopefully you don't waste your hard-earned money, because I'm very lucky to be able to do what I do. I don't really have to work that hard for my money. I work a lot, if you can call this work. I probably spend about quite often 60 to 70 hours a week doing what I do across Twitch and also across YouTube. But to see people saying that like it was some kind of advert or whatever was irritating at best. I just hope that those videos are useful for some of you to be able to make better decisions with your money, because I know you have to work really hard for it, and I want you to only spend money inside the game on things that are either going to make you happy. I can't tell what's going to make you happy, but I can tell you what's going to be very good at getting those wins, at getting those credits, and in the case of this in the 752, also getting the bonds as well. So a 4K combined game here for the Manticore. Again, not a good result, not a bad result. I was kind of happy that we just really negated that Tessac. That Tessac was a 56% win rate player, and we made him not look like a 56% win rate player. What could he have done? Not much. And that is the strength of the Manticore. Their TVP as well, 57% win rate player, and we just took them out the game. They definitely didn't look overpowered in that situation. And again, it's not their fault. It's because I'm playing a tank that just can't be spotted. And if I can just keep them lit up and I can choose when the engagement happens, then unless they just absolutely crush one of the flanks, or they catch me out like they did with the RHM, there's not much the enemy team can do. Anyway, not a bad session here for the Manticore. 80% wins, 11,000 wargaming rating, and that was 4,700 combined, even with the fact that we did nothing in one of the rounds. So, not bad. Sorry, did I say 4,700? That's wishful thinking. 4,200 combined. And that is why this is the best light tank in the game. Or I think it's fairer to say best scout. But look, if it was a case of having a high damage light tank being the best light tank, right, then the Tessac, or like the Sheridan, which are the highest damage dealing light tanks, or the 13105 would be to the top of the list. But they're not. The Tessac's at the bottom, the Sheridan's second from bottom, and the 13105, that's in third place. It's not bad. And if you do want to do damage as a light tank, I would recommend investing into a 13105 instead. But look, the reason why the Manticore is getting the best win ratio difference is just because it's just so insanely sneaky. And look at its average assistance. Its average assistance is 10% better than the T100 LT. We're also doing 10% extra damage per battle as well. No wonder that this one is outperforming even the second best tank, the T100 LT. However, I'd like to clarify that the Manticore must be set up very sweaty. You must get all the field mods. You must go and improve its camera rating. You must, in my opinion, use a premium consumable on the vehicle and get yourself some decent optics, decent exhaust, decent vision system. Because if you can't be the king of being, if you can't be the king of vision in a Manticore, then it's really not the master of anything, and you'd rather be playing pretty much all of the other light tanks in World of Tanks. Anyway, ladies and gents, boys and girls, that was Uncle QuickyBaby playing live for YouTube without the benefit of cherry-picking games. Really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And let me know what you think about the Manticore in the comments down below. Do you think it's just the god-tier tank? Do you think it's actually overpowered? Do you think Wargaming need to nerf it a little bit? And if they do nerf it, how would you nerf the Manticore? And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.